here for the second day of the Junior National Skills Academy here at Pookey Wigington. He was our guest speaker yesterday. What was the message you were trying to send to the kids?
Oh, the message was really simple. Life is always about the little things. Competing in sports and academics requires separating yourself from everyone else, and how do you do that? And you're going to separate yourself in two ways from my perspective. One is how you compete and how you follow all the little things, and two, how you compete academically in the classroom to separate yourself from all the other students by being an A student. So that was my message yesterday.
And a lot of these kids that I've talked to after they spoke with you said it was inspiring hearing someone who isn't 6'8", who is still able to be successful. How was that like for you, being someone who doesn't, isn't the LeBron James stature, but still is working just as hard and being as successful?
Well, I've always felt like I was at the same level as the guys who were considered to be the best. Not because I was better, but what I thought was, if I could outwork everyone else, then working with all the little things would separate me from other people. And I literally lived that. I was the first one in the gym, and I was the last one out the gym. And in my schooling, I wanted to be a straight A student, and I was like a 3.6, 3.7 GPA. So it was always just not viewing them as being better than me. I used my size as an advantage. I thought being lower to the ground was better than being tall. So it was an asset versus a liability in my eyes.
And you have two sons who are here at the camp. What has their experience been like, and what do you feel like they've been able to gain from the camp?
I have 3 sons in the camp, and it has been awesome. I talked to my 2 youngest, which is the ones you're talking about, because my other one was at another camp. But they have enjoyed this camp immensely. I've watched and have been to a lot of camps. Coach Jeff DeSato and what he does in inspiring kids is a little bit different than these other camps. He focuses on detail. That was one of the things that made me feel comfortable sending my kid here. And when they came home, they were exhausted. They were held accountable for how they competed. There was no time off where they could just be lax, because that's how the game is really to be taught. And a lot of the camps, they don't focus on the level of intensity which he requires. So it's been outstanding.
And Jeff was talking about it yesterday, how a lot of kids have tournaments all the time, but the difference between coming here to a camp and honing in on their skills versus tournaments where they're just playing and playing. How do you feel like coming to these camps is really going to shape their game?
Well, I think you need the combination of both. Those camps where kids go and just play, the camps like this where they're very skilled and you also play, and then you have tournaments where they just go and just run reckless, and I don't want to say reckless, I want to say they run where they just, no structure. I think if you get to a good camp and you can learn, you can take those skill sets, and if the coaching is good, they will help you learn to apply that in those games. And when you see that, that's what gets me most excited, is watching my sons come to a camp like this and then next week go and play, and they're implementing some of those things. And I've seen that happen with Best Coast basketball from some of their other skill set days, where my kids have taken those skill sets and applied them to their actual playing in the game or a tournament.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We're happy to have you here, and your sons as well.
You are very welcome. Best Coast basketball, it's all about you, baby. Continue to do what you do.